For most of us, Daniel Craig is best known for his portrayal of James Bond, but he's also got an excellent sense of style off-screen. His approach is a fine balance of sharp tailoring, classic color choices, and a sleek silhouette that's neither too flashy nor too boring. If you've ever wanted to look as put together as he does at red carpet events or even on his off days, this video is going to give you all the details you need. I'm going to break down the fit, the fabrics, the styling nuances, and the overall attitude that informs Daniel Craig's style, so you can incorporate some of that sophistication into your own wardrobe without needing a Hollywood budget. One of the first things you'll notice about Daniel Craig's style is that there's a certain timeless elegance to it. He doesn't chase trends or go for anything overly busy. Instead, he sticks to crisp, well-fitted pieces that emphasize his physique. So if you're looking to emulate his style, the #1 rule is, pay attention to fit. Regardless of your body type, well-tailored clothing makes a world of difference. It's not about having bulging biceps or being movie star lean. It's about ensuring that your jackets hug your shoulders, your shirts are fitted but not suffocating, and your trousers have a clean, streamlined silhouette. If you're wearing suits, make sure the sleeves are the right length, so there's just a hint of shirt cuff showing. Pay attention to the waist suppression in your suit jacket. You want it to nip at your waist slightly while still allowing you to move comfortably. Daniel Craig often wears single-breasted suits with 2 or 3 buttons, and the jacket length is typically on the shorter side to complement his proportions and accentuate a more modern look. Color choice plays a massive role in achieving that Daniel Craig vibe. He sticks to neutral and classic hues. Think navy, charcoal, various shades of gray, and the occasional black suit for more formal events. Even his casual looks will lean heavily toward muted tones. This is great news because not only are these colors widely available, but they also pair easily with items you probably already own. A navy suit, for example, is incredibly versatile and works in many situations. Anything from a business meeting to a wedding reception to an evening out. It's not about having a vast variety of flashy pieces, it's about having a small collection of high-quality garments that you can wear repeatedly without looking outdated. When you're building your wardrobe to mirror Craig's style, prioritize the suit colors that are the most versatile. If you can only get 1 or 2 suits at first, go for navy and charcoal, because these two will form the backbone of a stylish wardrobe that stands the test of time. Fabric choice is another key component. Daniel Craig has been dressed by some of the best tailors in the world, but you can still find a good quality suit without spending a fortune if you know what to look for. Opt for fabrics like wool or wool blends that drape nicely and keep their shape. Avoid anything that's excessively shiny or too stiff, as you want a natural-looking silhouette. For shirts, stick to cotton or cotton linen blends if you're in a hotter climate. The idea is to look polished without appearing like you're trying too hard. If you can, find a tailor who can make minor adjustments, shortening the sleeves, nipping in the waist, or adjusting the trouser length, and you'll be well on your way to that clean, bespoke look that's so emblematic of Daniel Craig. In terms of detailing, Daniel Craig generally keeps things minimal and understated. His lapels aren't excessively wide or narrow, they're proportionate to his frame, which is a tip you should definitely follow. If your suit has lapels that are too wide or too skinny, it can throw off your entire look. He also tends to favor a lower button stance, which adds a modern flair while elongating the torso. When it comes to shirt collars, a classic spread or point collar is usually the way to go, nothing overly flamboyant. And when it comes to the tie, Craig often chooses solid colors or very subtle patterns, like a faint dot or a slight texture. That being said, sometimes he'll go for a knitted tie for a laid-back vibe. The point is, subtlety is key. Keep your accessories and detailing simple and refined. This approach is also budget-friendly. By sticking to solids and subdued designs, you can reuse items across different outfits without anyone batting an eye. Now let's talk about the casual looks that Daniel Craig rocks when he's not in 007 mode. You'll see him wearing a lot of slim-fit jeans in dark washes, often paired with a fitted t-shirt or a lightweight sweater. The jeans are never baggy and never overly distressed. Instead, they're clean, fitted, and complement the rest of his outfit. If you're building your casual wardrobe, invest in a good pair of dark denim that fits well at the waist and tapers slightly down the legs. This alone can elevate your casual look into something more refined. On top, you might opt for well-fitted crewneck or V-neck t-shirts in neutral colors, white, gray, navy, or black. Quality cotton is important here because it helps the shirt keep its shape and avoid a sloppy appearance. Daniel Craig is also a big fan of knits, like a chunky sweater or a fitted cardigan, especially in cooler weather. These give you texture and warmth while still looking sophisticated. Jackets are another area where Daniel Craig stands out. Whether it's a leather jacket, a bomber, or a Harrington, he picks styles that are timeless, not trend-based. If you watch him off-duty, he might be wearing a rugged but not overly ornamented leather jacket. Choose something in a dark brown or black leather, with minimal embellishments. The silhouette should be slim and end right at your waist or slightly below. If leather's not your thing, a bomber or Harrington jacket in a neutral color can achieve a similar effect. The trick is to find a jacket that fits cleanly across your shoulders, isn't too roomy in the chest, and doesn't hang too loosely around your midsection. When zipped up, the jacket should accentuate your torso rather than swallowing you up. Shoes can make or break an outfit, and Daniel Craig knows this well. When he's suited up, you'll often find him wearing sleek Oxford shoes or sometimes a pair of polished derby shoes. These are styles that work with almost any suit, from a boardroom setting to a wedding reception. If you notice, the toe boxes on his dress shoes are typically almond-shaped, not too pointy, not too round. This shape is classic and never really goes out of style. If you're picking up a new pair of dress shoes, try something in black or dark brown calf leather. These colors will match most of your suits and are easy to maintain. For more casual settings, Daniel Craig might wear boots, like a Chukka or a Chelsea, or even a crisp pair of white sneakers on very relaxed days. But notice that even his sneakers are minimalistic. They're clean, understated, and don't have too many logos or bright colors. That's really the overarching theme of his footwear choices. Keep it polished, keep it subtle, and make sure it complements your overall look rather than distracting from it. Accessories are where you can really see Daniel Craig's personal style shine through. Of course, we know him as Bond, so a nice watch is practically mandatory, but even off-screen he wears timepieces that are elegant yet not ostentatious. You don't need to shell out for a luxury brand if that's not in your budget. You can find a watch with a simple face, a leather or metal bracelet, and a medium case size that fits your wrist proportionally. The idea is to have something that you can wear with both suits and casual outfits. Other accessories, like belts, should match your shoes when possible. You'll rarely see Daniel Craig wearing anything overly flashy, like big buckles or neon colors. Instead, he opts for high-quality, understated pieces. If you want to mimic his style, try to adopt that same principle for all your accessories. Focus on what complements your outfit rather than what draws attention away from it. Layering is also essential, especially when the weather cools down. Daniel Craig is often seen pairing a light sweater or a cardigan under a jacket for extra warmth. Think about textures when you layer: a smooth cotton shirt under a slightly heavier wool or cashmere cardigan, topped with a blazer, can look incredibly refined without feeling bulky. If you live in a colder climate, you might experiment with a waistcoat under a suit jacket or a chunky knit over a button-down. The layering should be functional but also visually appealing. Keep the colors complementary and the silhouettes in harmony. If you're going for multiple layers, make sure you size up slightly on the outer layers so you're not restricting your movement. The overall effect should look well planned but not stiff. When it comes to bolder fashion statements, Daniel Craig doesn't make too many. Occasionally, he might wear a bold dinner jacket in velvet or a lighter suit in a subtle pattern. If you want to try something a bit more adventurous, make sure the fit is impeccable and the color or pattern still aligns with your personal style. It's easier to pull off something bold if the rest of your outfit remains classic and understated. For instance, if you opt for a velvet dinner jacket, keep your trousers, shirt, and accessories minimal so the jacket can be the focal point. This approach helps you avoid looking too loud or out of place. Above all, remember that dressing like Daniel Craig isn't just about the suits and shoes, it's about having a cohesive wardrobe that works together. If you're just starting out, focus on the fundamental pieces: a solid navy suit, a charcoal suit, a couple of well-fitted white and blue shirts, 1 or 2 quality ties, a solid pair of dress shoes in black or dark brown, and perhaps a casual leather jacket or a fitted wool coat for outerwear. From there, add to your closet gradually, investing in higher quality items that will stand the test of time. A good strategy is to ask yourself if you can see yourself wearing an item a year from now, 2 years from now, or even 5 years from now. If the answer is yes, it's probably a good match for a Daniel Craig-inspired wardrobe. Finally, let's talk about attitude. There's a certain ease and nonchalance to Daniel Craig's style, and that's partly because he's found what works for him. He knows he looks great in a tailored suit, he knows which casual pieces flatter his body, and he sticks to them. Take the time to figure out your personal style, and learn to recognize what makes you feel your best, then refine it. Shop with intention. Instead of buying something on a whim, consider how it fits into your overall wardrobe. This is what leads to that cohesive, put-together look that makes people say, wow, that guy is well-dressed. You don't need to memorize a list of brands or break the bank, you just need to apply these principles consistently. So there you have it, guys. That's how you dress like Daniel Craig. Focus on fit, choose timeless colors and silhouettes, invest in quality pieces, and carry yourself with understated confidence. It's not rocket science, but it does require a bit of planning, attention to detail, and the willingness to experiment until you find your sweet spot.